Hello, everyone. Welcome to How the Internet Really Works for Law Firms. My name is Andres Hernandez, and I'm with Wingman Legal Tech. We're a consulting firm that specializes in law firms. A little bit of background about myself. I am a Marine Corps veteran, so I wanted to share you this picture with you. EAS stands for End of Active Service, and when you get out, it's time to let loose. You let the hair grow out, you let the beard come in, and maybe you get that earring. And for me, a year after I got out, I wasn't Teen Wolf, but I did gain about 35 pounds, and so I did let loose. But fortunately for me, I got active again and eventually lost the weight. But a year, I also realized that when I got out, I could do whatever I wanted to do. So I decided to pursue my passion, which was starting a business. And so along with some partners, we started a business, which is now Wingman Legal Tech, and that's why I'm talking with you guys today. So when I started a business, I had a lot to learn. It was the first business I ever started, and there was a lot of realities that set place real quickly. I quickly learned that sales is crucial to any business. You have to keep the sales pipeline running. You have to keep new business coming in, or your business isn't going to survive. You got to put food on the table. So I think about sales a lot. And when you think about sales, it's really like a relationship building process, especially for a service-based business like yours and like mine. We get new clients by building that trust and showing that we can do our service at a good rate and that we're trustworthy. So it's that relationship building that takes place, and it's with the internet today, it's kind of hard to build that trust by just looking at someone's website and not knowing who they are. So I'm sure you build your business through a lot of referrals. And we're going to talk about how the internet can enhance your referral-based business. So because we get to talk with a lot of law firms, I get to see what a lot of them want to know. A lot of you come to me and ask, well, I get my clients through word of mouth, so I don't need to do a lot on the internet. And I need SEO. I want to rank high in the search engine so I can get people coming to me. Or I just I just want a new website. I get a lot of business through word of mouth, and I just want a website to look professional. So those are the three things I get. But one thing I really want to point out today is that before you work on any of this, you have to really work on your online reputation. Having a good reputation on the internet will enhance your word of mouth sales, will enhance your SEO, and will also enhance your current website. And I'll get into why and how. But first, let's start with a statistic. Down to the facts. I know you're all about the evidence, and this stat is from brightlocal.com, and the question is, do you read online customer reviews to determine whether a local business is a good business? Now, if you take the yes regularly response and the yes occasionally response, you combine the two green ones, the 2013 response, they add up to over 80%, 85%. So 85% say yes, they use the internet they use customer reviews to determine a local business is a good business. The no's, about 15%. Online customer reviews, over 85%. So people are using it. And why not? It's free. You can access it from your phone, your tablet. You can do it while you're in a waiting room. You can do it while you're eating at a restaurant. It's real easy to do, so why wouldn't you? So your prospects are doing the same thing, and I'm going to show you how. So let's start with Anne. She's been married for 20 years, mother of 3. Her youngest is just about to leave for college, so they're going to have an empty nest. And now it's time to pay attention to the marriage, and Anne decides she's ready to leave. She's ready to go off on her own. It happens. So she's in the market for a divorce attorney. So how does Anne find a divorce attorney? It's not like she uses one all the time. So here's a couple of ways on how Anne would find your services. In the perfect world, she would ask a friend, maybe someone that's already been through a divorce, and ask a friend for a referral. She gets the referral. She looks that attorney up online, and she also looks at other attorneys or law firms online, and yours happens to have good ratings. You have a 9.5 in Avvo and 4 stars in Yelp. So she decides, all right, everything looks legitimate. This attorney's a referral, so I'm gonna contact this attorney. She contacts the law firm, and you go on from there. You most likely get that business. In the imperfect world, she doesn't know someone. Anne doesn't know someone that's been through a divorce, so she just searches for your firm online. She sees your firm, you either have a negative review or no reviews at all, and she moves on to the next firm with a better rating. She doesn't believe everything she sees on your website. Obviously, your website's going to be the best version of yourself, just like that first date. You're going to be dressed up, well polished, well groomed. That's the best version of yourself. But if you don't have anything in the other sites, it's really you're really at no advantage. So she moves on to the next firm that has 4 stars in Yelp or has a good rating in Google Plus, and you lost that business. So what did we learn from Anne? Referrals still look you up online. Just think about it. It's really easy to do. If you were referred to a plumber, you're still going to look them up online just to see what other people are saying. It's free. It's there. So, and it's becoming ingrained in our society just to do research online. We also learned from Anne that they're not just looking at your website. Anne was looking at different forums. She was looking at Yelp. She was looking at Avvo to see what kind of ratings you have compared to other attorneys. Your website obviously should be professional looking and should be the best version of yourself, but it's from you, so you're not getting a true testimonial of your services. And Anne's looking for disqualifications. There's so many attorneys out there and so many ways to disqualify people that it's easy to throw away that referral when there's someone else that's higher rated. So that's what we learned from Anne with online reputation. So the next stat. This is from LexisNexis, so this is specifically about attorneys and law firms. Influence of ratings and reviews by those who sought an attorney. Now, extremely influential and moderately influential, those are on the two rights. If you add those are over 50%, over 60%. So over 60% are actually influenced by the ratings and reviews when looking for an attorney. So if you look at the opposite, so it's less than 40% that are not influenced, or 16% are neutral. But this day and age, people are looking at the reviews, looking at the ratings, and being influenced by what's being said in those review forums. It may not always be accurate, but it's there, and people are being influenced by it. I got another story for you. Brian. He's a business owner. He's ready to retire, but his partner isn't ready to go. He wants to keep that business going. So Brian and his partner need to have a transaction where Brian's shares moves over to his partners. So it's up to Brian to find an attorney that can manage this transaction and represent both sides equally and keep everyone happy. So this is how Brian would find your services. In the perfect world, he asks a business colleague, gets a referral, gets you, and then he looks at does some research, looks you up online, looks at everything, looks good. He gives you a call. It looks like it's going to work out. Now he has to go to his partner and present you to his partner. So instead of just talking about your services and showing him your website, he also shows your Avvo profile. So, hey, this guy has a 10.0 rating in Avvo. Look at his website. This is what he does. This is how much it's going to cost. Boom. Done. Sold. The partners, they set up a meeting, then you won that business. Just because of an Avvo profile. In an imperfect world, same thing. Asks a business colleague, gets the referral. He looks you up online. You have your website. Everything looks good there, but there's no online reputation anywhere else. So he still feels comfortable enough to give you a call. Everything looks good, but now he has to pitch your services to his partner and convince his partner that this is the attorney that's going to manage the transaction in order to get him to retire. The partner decides to do his online research and doesn't find enough evidence that you're the right attorney for the job. He sees other attorneys that are better rated, similar price, that maybe we're better off going off with these other attorneys. The search continues. All right, so what did we learn from Brian? Your prospects may need to convince others. Now, wouldn't it be easy to have third-party testimonials, other websites, an online reputation to help support your prospects pitching your services? That would make life so much easier for everyone. People come in a little pessimistic. They're not going to believe everything you say because you're selling yourself. You're always going to give your best version of yourself. But if you have a good, solid online reputation, that just enhances that sales cycle and gets you over the hump. Here's another stat. Not necessarily about online reputation, but it's related to your website. Now these numbers, these are in thousands of units. So if you look at the highest number, this is the worldwide device shipments by segment. So in 2015, mobile phones are projected to be shipped about 2 billion in 2015. That is way more than tablets, PCs, and other ultra-mobile devices, whatever those are, combined. Now, what this tells me is more and more people are going to be using mobile devices, which means they're going to be doing more research, more internet searches. They're going to be looking for your services on their mobile devices rather than a tablet or a PC. And it does make sense. If you referred someone, you can always, if you have some time, you can just hop on your phone, Google it, and find all the information about you. So what this tells me is your website needs to be mobile responsive, which means it needs to be able to look good on a mobile device, and with a solid online reputation with Yelp, Avvo, Yellow Pages, Google, all these other forums, they are already working and they're already there to look good on mobile devices, and they have their own apps where you would come up high if you have a solid reputation. So it's definitely worth it to look into how to look good on a mobile device. Here's another statistic from LexisNexis. In 2012, they asked how consumers search for an attorney. 76% said they use online resources. 24% said they did not use online resources. 76%. So that's in 2012, so we're probably close to 80-85% that use online resources. We all know this is ingrained in our society. We all do it ourselves. We all use the internet for research, especially on important decision-making events. And hiring an attorney is a very important life event that you're going to do some due diligence on. So I would say 80% of your prospects are looking you up online. So the question is, what do you want them to see? When they look you up online, they're going to see your website, but they're also going to see your Yelp, they're going to see your Avvo account, they're going to see your Google rating. What do you want them to see? Now, if you're looking at these reviews, it's pretty much a no-brainer. If you look at the Yelp, 6 reviews or 5 stars versus 2 stars, you're only going to look at the 5 stars. Why would you want to hire someone that's 2 stars? So it's becoming more and more important and crucial to law firms to have a solid online reputation just to maintain their business and enhance their word-of-mouth business. So what did we learn? Your website isn't the only thing prospects look at. When they search for you, your website comes up, but so does Yelp, so does Avvo, so does Google+. All of those websites, they get so much traffic, they are naturally going to come up high in the search engines. SEO doesn't require a big investment. Same thing. If you rank high in Yelp, if you have a great rating in Yelp, or if you have a high rating in Avvo, you're naturally going to rank high in the search engines through those websites. And your prospects need more than word of mouth. Word of mouth is great. You still need that, but they need more. They need that extra edge, that extra information to help make that decision. And this is such an information-driven society now. You need to give it to them. So they're going to use your online reputation to help make that decision. So what can you do? What can you do today to help enhance your online reputation? Here are 5 things. The first one is to make sure you claim all your listings and update them regularly. There's a lot of forums out there, but that will list you without you even knowing. So it's important to claim them. Claiming means that you take ownership and they allow you to update your profiles. Claim your profiles and make sure that the information is accurate and it's consistent throughout all the forums. The second one, monitor your firm's reviews and respond to positive and negative. You want to see what people are saying, and you want to go out there and respond. Not defensively, but show that you care, show that you're responsive and professional. The third thing, make sure your website is mobile responsive. You see 2 billion devices set to be 2 billion mobile devices set to be shipped. More and more people are using mobile devices to do internet research. So just make sure your website will look good on a mobile device. The fourth thing, encourage happy customers to review your services. If they're happy, you got to ask. You have to be tactful and professional, but you want to ask and politely ask them and show them where you want them to review your legal services, especially the happy ones. You want positivity about you on the internet. The fifth one, ask unhappy customers for feedback. This will keep the negative offline. You want to make sure if you feel that a customer isn't ecstatic or happy about your services, you want to ask for feedback now rather than having them vent online later. If you take that negativity, maybe you can fix it, or maybe you can help them feel better, you can turn that negative into a positive, and another negative review won't make it to the internet. So keep the negative offline. So that's a lot. There's a lot of things that you can do that will take time, and you have to be consistent, and this is how we can help. We can help with your online reputation consulting. We can take a look at your online reputation and tell you where we think you're at and give you some tips and help you get started. We can also manage your online reputation on a regular basis. We can be your partner, so you don't have to worry about it. So you're busy doing your thing, being an attorney, being the service, taking care of your customers. You don't have time to worry about your online reputation. So we'll be there to make sure it's taken care of. And today, you can buy this online reputation guide. If you want to do it yourself, we have a step-by-step guide that will make it simple for you. It gives you everything that we do for our clients. It gives you step-by-step instructions on how to manage your online reputation. And because you're listening to this webinar, and we love all of our listeners, you're going to get it for $125 when it's normally $150. And with the guide, you get the steps, you get how to manage your online reputation, how to know what people are saying about you, and how to ask for more reviews. And it also comes with a workbook to help manage your online reputation. And again, this is everything we do for our clients, and it's all bundled up in a nice package, so you can take care of it yourself, or someone on your team can manage it for you. So thanks for listening. My name's Andres with Wingman Legal Tech, and hopefully you learned on how the internet really works for law firms. You can always contact us at this email, fly@wingmanlegaltech.com. We'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions, and we're always here to help. Thank you, and good luck.